Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina and this is Christina's Crafts. I am doing a really cool DIY today, or at least I think it's a cool DIY. So I really hope you stick around and check it out. Hi everybody, welcome. This is my first DIY after my surgery, and I gotta tell you, I'm not really feeling the best yet, but I'm gonna power through this. So I wanted to get this Easter video out before Easter, and I wanted to at least get one Easter craft done. So I got this frame from Temu. It's just a little wood frame with a wood back on it. And what I'm doing is I'm gonna paint this all white because I am going to put my bunny napkin on here. I got that from my mom's at Easter time. I think it was like 2 years ago that I've been planning this craft, and I still have not done it. So I am going to give this whole thing back and front a coat of white paint, and then I have 2 of these tumbling tower blocks that I'm going to paint white also. I have these little bunnies here that I'm going to be using, but I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to paint those yet. So I got to figure out what exactly I'm going to do with those. So I am going to go ahead and get this done. So I decided to paint my bunnies all different colors. So I have those all done, and then I cut out a piece of burlap that I have in my stash, and I'm going to take my Mod Podge and I am going to put it inside my frame here. And then I'm going to lay my burlap in there. My paintbrush is falling apart. It's shaking. So yeah, excuse my nose. I know I'm normally stuffy, but since my surgery, I've just, I can't blow my nose. In case you don't know, I had septoplasty done, which is getting my deviated septum corrected. And the healing process is taking a lot longer than I expected. I didn't know it was going to take like a long time. It could take months before I'm fully healed, and I probably should have looked that up before I had the surgery, but it is done, and now I just have to wait till it heals. So yeah, it was not a good surgery though. And now my nose hurts all the time, and I can't blow my nose, and I know, it's only been 2 weeks. I should be patient. It's gonna take a while for that to heal. Alright, so I'm gonna take my heat gun and dry this, and then my bunnies are gonna get placed on top of there. Okay, this is the placement that I'm gonna have on my bunnies, and I am just gonna wing it and hope that I line them up decent. But I am just gonna stick them on there. So if you haven't guessed by now, this craft is going to be two-sided. So I can pick and choose which side I want out. Alright, I am going to get the rest of these on here, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the other side. I am going to get this all ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Mod Podge here, and I'm going to just put a coat on this side. I'm going to cover the whole thing. And then I am going to dry it because I am going to use the iron method on this one. So hopefully my napkin doesn't get all wrinkly. Okay, this is ready to go. And now I'm going to try to get my napkin apart here. This is always the tough part. Okay, maybe I should have done this off camera because it might take a while. Might have to get up and get a piece of tape. and see if that works. Here, let's try, maybe, just kind of rip it a little bit. Okay, I think we got it. This is the only napkin I have, so I have to be very careful. I should have took 2 napkins. Okay, I am going to take my time and get this off of here so I don't wreck my napkin. Okay, I have my napkin all pulled apart and now I'm just trying to line this up so it's in a good spot. All right, hopefully that's good and it does not move. Oh wait, it needs to come down just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to stick my paper on here and very carefully start reactivating that Mod Podge. All right, I'm just going to pick it up quick and see how we're doing. Well, it looks pretty decent. Couple maybe little wrinkles, but nothing real crazy. All right, I think that should be good. Then I am just gonna let this dry and cool down before I take my napkin, or I should say sand the sides off of the napkin. But I am going to cut this right here. Yeah, I think that's gonna look pretty good. The glue string. I mean, there's a few wrinkles, but I mean, if I were just to like Mod Podge it on there and not do the ironing method, it wouldn't look as good. It would have been way more wrinkly. All right, give me a second to let this cool down. Okay, it's cooled off, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a coat of Mod Podge on top of it, just so I know, because right now with just the paper there, I feel like it would gouge very easy if you hit it on something. So I'm just gonna put a little coat of Mod Podge. I'm gonna go really carefully so I don't wreck it, and go all the way across and do the whole thing. Okay, my bunny is all dry. I think it looks pretty good. And then I'm just gonna take my sandpaper here and clean up the edges. I'm gonna go all the way around. All right, it is all cleaned up. I think it looks pretty nice. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use these 2 tumbling tower blocks, and I'm actually gonna make a little stand with these. So I'm gonna put this on the front side, and then I'm gonna put the other one on the other side. And then that way I can just flip it around to whatever side that I want. That side or that side. Okay, and then I'm going to take a couple of these little flowers that I have, and I am going to put them on here just to kind of cover up the stand a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be completely covered, but like that. There, it covers it up a little bit. I think it adds a little bit to it. I don't know, I was thinking about maybe putting some up on the top. It just seems kind of bare up there. I don't know, maybe it'd be too much. Let me think about that for a second. Okay, I decided to put the flowers on the other side too on the stand. That was a hair. I thought it was a glue string, but I think it was my hair. Well, I kind of looked through my stuff to see what I had to put on there, but nothing's looking good to me. So I think I'm just gonna take a couple more of these flowers and stick them up in the corner. And then I think that's gonna be it, because I think if I put something else up there, it's just gonna be too much. So yeah, that is all I'm gonna do with this. So I have that side with my napkin, and then that side with my bunnies. So you'll have to let me know what you think. I personally, I love this. I love this. This probably is gonna be the side that's out all the time, but that one's okay. It's just a little, I guess, understated. I don't know. I like the bunny though. But that is it. I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I would love it if you like, share, and subscribe. And take care. Have a great night. Bye.